a BMW owner writes,
Dear BMW, even though the X5 was pretty much totaled, I have never seen such a beautiful vehicle. The front crumple zone took most of the force, just as your engineers carefully designed it to.
In recent independent offset crash testing, the BMW X5 sports activity vehicle performed better than any other SUV ever tested by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Not only was the X5 the best SUV ever tested, it was the best vehicle ever tested. The performance of the X5 in our 40-mile-per-hour offset test was outstanding, declared Institute Director Brian O'Neill. Intrusion into the compartment was less than in any other vehicle the Institute has ever tested. The X5 was rated a best pick for safety in its class. In earlier offset crash testing, the BMW 5 Series and 3 Series were also deemed best picks by the Institute. BMW has set the standard for all other manufacturers to aspire to, stated O'Neill. Acclaimed for their performance, BMWs are engineered with safety in mind. Safety technology is fully integrated into the development of every model at the earliest design stage. In a BMW, there is safety in performance. The same features that make a BMW so much fun to drive also contribute to driving safety. Handling, control, and stability are outstanding. Suspensions, steering, brakes, and tires work together as a team. The unique BMW cockpit is designed for quick, reflexive action. When you react instinctively, the controls are right where you naturally expect them to be. High-performance engines provide the quick acceleration you need for evasive maneuvers. And the brakes on a BMW are large, engineered for effective braking at high speeds. BMW was the first company to make anti-lock braking systems standard on its entire model line. ABS helps you maintain your ability to steer around obstacles under braking. BMW's dynamic stability control was the first safety system to help stabilize a vehicle in cornering situations. If a BMW with DSC begins to oversteer or understeer, the system can automatically reduce engine power and brake individual wheels to help keep your vehicle pointed in the right direction. All systems have a common purpose: to improve your awareness and control, enhancing your ability to avoid an accident in the first place. But not every accident can be avoided, so impact energy is managed in a controlled way, beginning with an extremely strong occupant safety cage. This rigid safety cell is designed to remain largely intact, while the front and rear sections deform to absorb impact. Remember the IIHS offset frontal crash tests? BMW's restraint systems include smart front airbags, designed to deploy at different speeds, depending on the severity of the impact and whether safety belts are in use. There are standard side airbags in the front, optional side airbags in the rear, and the world's first automotive head protection system. BMW's head protection system inflates within a few milliseconds and stays inflated for several seconds, offering additional protection in the case of a secondary impact or a rollover. In an independent test performed by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, the head protection system in the 1998 BMW 5 Series was shown to significantly reduce the likelihood of head and neck injuries in a severe side impact collision.
The crash we ran today and the one last week were very serious impacts. The vehicle was going 20 miles an hour into a rigid pole. Because the pole was narrow, there's major penetration into the occupant compartment. With the head protection system, the forces were greatly reduced, and this becomes a survivable crash.
BMW was named Safe Car of the Millennium by the International Brain Injury Association in June 1999. And with safety an integral concern in the development of every model, BMW will continue to strive for recognition, not only from safety experts, but from the people who matter more, those whose lives have been protected. Marianne Chandler, Illinois.
Enclosed is a picture of what used to be my brand new 2000 BMW 540i. The $42,000 worth of damage shown here is a result of a head-on collision with a sport utility vehicle. I was uninjured. My infant daughter slept through the entire accident and was also not hurt.
Paul Chow, Bridgewater, New Jersey.
I am 17 and am fortunate to have been driving an X5 SAV when I crashed into a tree today. Please thank your engineers for the excellent care and attention that they took in preparing a vehicle for an accident like this.
Linda Rasmussen, Plano, Texas.
The people at the scene, I think they were a little reluctant to voice their worst fears. They've seen hundreds of accidents. They see a car totaled, get hit by a pickup truck, and they don't expect to see people with very minor injuries. I knew BMW made a great car. After the wreck, the most important thing about that car was how safe they made it. And I wanted to thank every engineer that ever worked on that car.
BMW, safety in performance.